Welcome to our first ever virtual ceremony for the 2020-2021 TCEA Educator Awards and Scholarships. Thank you all so much for joining us. My name is Luann Hughes, and I am the TCEA Board President. It is wonderful that we have this opportunity to hold this event this year of all years, because despite all of the challenges and changes, it's critical that we continue to seek out and laud those who most embody the drive to connect with students, broaden their possibilities, and give them the skills they need to succeed in school and in life. With more than 100 peer-nominated individuals this year, our contest and award committee faced some very tough decisions in selecting the finalists and recipients that we now honor here tonight. Everyone who competed for these awards is working tirelessly to empower their students and schools and produce real, tangible differences in the lives of so many. We thank them for submitting, and we thank the committee for their dedication and their diligence. On behalf of TCEA, let me congratulate all of you. You represent the very best in education, and your use of technology in your classrooms and schools is helping others realize the enormous potential technology affords us. It is now my pleasure to introduce our TCEA Member Services Chair, Randy Rogers, who will now award our 2020-2021 scholarships and awards.
The TCEA scholarships are awarded every year to teachers and students who desire to further their knowledge of educational and instructional technology. They encourage and enhance the learning of technology skills for practicing and pre-service educators. It is TCEA's mission to support the professional growth in technology through the awarding of these scholarships, which will begin with the Richard A. Brown Student Scholarship. TCEA is honored to give this scholarship in honor of Richard A. Brown. This deserving student is currently pursuing a career in education, and the recipient is Christian David Floyd, Tarleton State University. Christian Floyd is a sophomore at Tarleton State University. Coming from a family of teachers, he combined his familial knowledge of education and his passion for agriculture to find a future career in agricultural education. He plans to teach agricultural mechanics and agricultural science courses for middle and high school students somewhere in Texas. In high school, he served his local FFA chapter as president and over 2,000 students as an Area 6 FFA officer. He has since earned the American degree, the highest degree awarded to FFA members. He is involved in the Tarleton State Collegiate FFA as an advisor, serves as Deputy Justice for the Tarleton Student Government Association, the basketball and volleyball sideline bands, and the Honors College. Congratulations, Christian. Our next award is the Robert E. Knight Professional Scholarship. TCEA is honored to give a scholarship in memory of Robert E. Knight. The deserving student is pursuing an advanced degree in technology and leadership. The recipient is Laurie Thompson with Northern Lights Public Schools. Laurie is humbled to be recognized by her American colleagues to accept the Robert Knight Professional Scholarship. Robert Knight had a vision of the place technology would play in the shift of industrial revolutions. This influence is being played out worldwide with Canadian support from organizations like Alberta Technology Leaders in Education. As an Indigenous woman in leadership, this award is being accepted on behalf of the Metis Settlements of Alberta, children and families that Laurie serves. The scholarship represents a collective belief in the power of technology-enabled education to lift learners to move within the margins, seeking a place of belonging and contribution. Their role is to collectively believe for those they serve until they can believe on their own. That is the power of education. Laurie will use this award to establish a learning, writing, and study space in the sanctuary she calls home. Congratulations, Laurie. And our final scholarship to be awarded is the Jeri Hodges Leadership Scholarship. TCEA is very honored to give a scholarship in honor of Jeri Hodges. The deserving recipient is Jessica Mays from Arlington Independent School District. Jessica Mays serves in the Technology Integration and Innovation Department in Arlington ISD as the Blended Learning Coordinator. Jessica has been an educator for over 20 years, 14 of which were spent as a secondary classroom teacher. She began her work in instructional technology when her former district launched its one-to-one device and personalized learning initiative. Jessica was named the project manager for Raise Your Hand Texas's Blended Learning Initiative for Temple ISD and is currently serving in this capacity for Arlington ISD. In addition to her Texas Educator certification, Jessica is certified in flipped learning and results coaching and is a Google certified teacher. Inspired by the leadership of her former and current directors and the power of personalized learning, Jessica plans to apply her scholarship to earning TCEA certifications and attending professional development in immersive learning. Congratulations, Jessica, and again to all of our scholarship recipients. Well done. And now for our TCEA Educator Awards. Each year, TCEA recognizes outstanding teachers, librarians, technology support leaders, and administrators for their tireless efforts to enhance technology throughout their campuses and districts. Winners of the 8 awards receive engraved plaques and $1,000 each from TCEA. The 2 finalists in each category will receive plaques and $500 each. Our awards tonight will be presented by educators who have had significant impacts on TCEA and education as a whole, and we are very grateful for their participation. Presenting our first award for Technical Support Person of the Year is Adam Fayal. He's the Director of Technology and Media Services of Newton County School System.
The Technical Support Person of the Year award recognizes exemplary support personnel. This honoree facilitates the successful use of technology on a campus or at a district level. The finalists for our Technical Support Person of the Year are Nicole Jeske, Technician at College Station ISD, Sean Jones, Applications Engineer at Northwest ISD, and Rhonda Ladive, Network Technician at Kennedale ISD. And the recipient of this award is, drumroll, Rhonda Ladive, Network Technician at Kennedale ISD.
Hi, I'm Rhonda Ladive, and I work for Kennedale ISD, and I'm here to answer the question of what I find most rewarding about my position. And I would say that's a 2-part answer. One is helping people, of course, because help me Rhonda, I was predestined to help people, and it has always been a passion of mine, especially for teachers. I have a heart for teachers. So anything I can do to help them get through their day is very rewarding to me. But most of all, I really like working in a small district where I get to be part of all things great and small, whether it's working on servers or rolling out, an entire network of network printers, or, readdressing our entire network with new IPs. All those things that are behind the scenes that most people don't even know go on are very rewarding to me, that I get to be a part of them and do those things while still getting to spend time with my staff and interact with them, and Chromebook organization and Chromebook distribution to make sure that our students are getting everything they need to get the education that they need. It's really anything, just being in education to me is rewarding, and so that's why I appreciate being considered for this award. Thank you.
Congratulations to the TCEA 2021 Technical Support Person of the Year from Kennedale ISD, Rhonda Ladive. Our next award is presented by Claudio Zavala, founder of I Am Claudius.
Thank you. The District or Campus Administrator of the Year Award is presented to a district or campus administrator who recognizes the importance of technology in the teaching and learning process and actively promotes the use of technology on the campus or throughout the district. The finalists for our District or Campus Administrator of the Year are Dr. Mark Beeler, Deputy Superintendent at Salamanca City Central School District, Dr. Matthew Gutierrez, Superintendent at Seguin ISD, and Eduardo Lopez, Principal at Maribú Lamar Middle School in Laredo ISD. And the award recipient is Eduardo Lopez, Principal at Maribú B. Lamar Middle School in Laredo ISD.
In this day and age, as leaders within an organization, we face many common challenges. And many of these challenges can be overcome through the implementation of technology. Here are 2 tips to help you better serve your staff. Tip number 1, communication. Having an open line of communication with your staff is essential for you to be able to gauge their abilities in implementing technology and the challenges they are facing. By knowing their challenges will lead us into tip number 2, providing ongoing support. Ongoing support can come in many different fashions, but in one of them is through technology staff development. By providing prescriptive technology staff development, we are able to ensure that we're meeting our staff's needs. And by meeting their needs, we are allowing them to be comfortable and knowledgeable, which will make them more effective and efficient in implementing that technology within your organization. So those were just 2 fundamental tips when it comes to better serving your staff. But remember, technology has the ability to enhance a student's learning experience in ways that were never possible before. So let's continue to learn together so that we can make tomorrow a better, brighter one.
Congratulations to the TCEA 2021 District or Campus Administrator of the Year from Laredo ISD, Eduardo Lopez. Our next award is presented by Dean Sharesky, Community Manager for Discovery Education Canada.
Thank you. The High Impact Teacher of the Year award is presented to the teacher who demonstrates exemplary technology use. This teacher utilizes a variety of technology tools in conjunction with good teaching. And this year our finalists for the High Impact Teacher of the Year are Heather Brantley, 5th grade teacher at White Oak ISD, Rebecca Hannon, elementary teacher at Kennedale ISD, and Amanda Hawthorne, elementary teacher at Fort Sam Houston ISD. And the award recipient is Rebecca Hannon, elementary teacher at Kennedale ISD.
I'm Miss Hannon. What makes a great teacher? That's a great question. I think a great teacher is someone who is truly passionate about what they do. They love teaching. They love finding new and innovative ways to teach their students and to engage them. They love coming to school each day. They love their coworkers and their students. They truly want to make a difference. I also think a great teacher is one who spends time building relationships with their students. Getting to know their students, their needs, their strengths, their weaknesses, that's what makes a great teacher. I asked a few of my friends because I wanted to see what they had to say. Let's see.
What makes a great teacher is being respectful and understanding.
What makes a great teacher is a teacher that is nice and caring, doesn't yell.
To be kind and caring when you're teaching the children and not strict. Maybe a little bit, only a little bit, but not too strict.
What makes a great teacher, in my opinion, is being passionate about the topic.
What makes a great teacher is basically where it's passionate and she needs to be nice. What I think makes a great teacher is someone who cares about their students.
Congratulations to the TCEA 2021 High Impact Teacher of the Year from Kennedale ISD, Rebecca Hannon. And our next award is presented by Shannon McClintock Miller, Future Ready Librarian spokesperson.
Thank you. The Librarian Media Specialist of the Year award honors a librarian or media specialist who improves their library using technology. He or she collaborates with administrators, teachers, and students to support technology integration. The finalists for our Librarian Media Specialist of the Year are Tiffany Dudley, Media Resource Specialist at McKinney ISD, Deanne Mosby, District Library Coordinator at Wiley ISD, and Karina Quilatan Garza, Library Media Specialist at FAR San Juan Alamo ISD. And the award recipient is Tiffany Dudley, Media Specialist at McKinney ISD.
In thinking about how technology impacts my students in the library here at McNeil Elementary, I cannot help but think about where technology has brought us this year. My answer to this question in previous years would have included ways that technology has broadened our access and furthered our abilities to collaborate with others. Would also surely have included examples of how technology has brought math, science, creativity, and problem solving into the library through STEM lessons in our makerspace. But this year, technology has truly catapulted our libraries and our positions as librarians to the forefront. It has brought the resources of the library, including the librarian herself, to the students virtually. It has become essential, another word we use a lot more of this year, essential for teachers to bring instruction and learning opportunities to their students in ways we've never done before, and for us to support teachers in doing this. While students are limited to visiting the library safely this year in much smaller groups, they have much more access to me virtually. Students send me messages in Canvas, visit our Librarian Makerspace Google site, and even have input on books we select for our library through our book wish list Google form. I truly believe that students take more ownership of the library and value its resources when they have input on what goes into it. Because of the need for access, it has now become more crucial than ever for librarians to have a strong online presence too. With technology, I am able to promote these resources through morning announcements, which airs both here at school and straight into students' homes this year. We even have students learning virtually with us from campuses across our district, which has allowed me to collaborate with the most amazing team of librarians I have ever known. McKinney truly represents a community when it comes to working together to educate our students. Ultimately, technology has become the means by which we are connected to students, and this allows their time with me to be more personal and catered to their needs and interests than ever before.
Congratulations to the TCEA 2021 Librarian Media Specialist of the Year from McKinney ISD, Tiffany Dudley. Our next award is presented by Janet Cordor and Joan Gore of J2 Training.
I'm Janet Corder, and I'm here with Joan Gore, and as former TCEA board members, we're excited to be part of this recognition ceremony today. The Instructional Technology Specialist of the Year Award honors those who work in technology planning and curriculum integration. The award was created to recognize the significant contribution they make towards successful technology use in schools. The finalists for our Instructional Technology Specialist of the Year are Natalie Arias, Blended Learning Specialist at Uvalde CISD, Ty Preiniger, Instructional Technology Coach at Mesquite ISD, and Dr. Ashley Spencer, Instructional Technology Specialist at Kennedale ISD.
And the award recipient is Dr. Ashley Spencer, Instructional Technology Specialist at Kennedale ISD.
Hello, I'm Dr. Ashley Spencer, and I'm the Instructional Technologist for Kennedale ISD. When my superintendent asked me why I wanted to leave the classroom and take the instructional technology position, my response to him was that I wanted to create a larger impact beyond the 20 students that are in my classroom every day. And so a big reason why I wanted to take on this job was so that I could impact every student in the district and really empower teachers to impact their students through the use of technology. So my goal in everything that I do is to impact every student and really provide support for every campus and every department so that as a whole, we can all provide that impact for our students. There are a lot of projects that I've started from the ground up to really support our district and try to create that impact, and the eCoach program is one of those. I started the eCoach program to really kind of hone in on the individual needs of each campus, but to also better track the trends of things that are happening throughout the different campuses so that I can tackle some bigger district projects as well. And so working with those e-coaches really helps me see the needs of the individual campuses and target those needs, but then also be able to target the needs of multiple campuses and departments as well as a district. And that's the same mindset behind the digital badge program. I've created badges for elementary, secondary, for counselors, administrators, interventionists, administrative assistants. There's something for everybody. Everybody plays a role in the impact of our students, whether it's direct or indirect. And so I really want to make sure that in everything I do, that I'm empowering people to provide that impact for our students. And so that really is what drives every project. There is no project that targets just one particular campus or one particular department. Everything I do, I try to take and stretch and make it something that the entire district can benefit from, because at the end of the day, that's how we create our impact for our students.
Congratulations to the TCEA 2021 Instructional Technology Specialist of the Year. And our next award will now be presented by Carl Hooker, National Faculty Member, Future Ready Schools.
Thank you. The Technology Administrator of the Year Award is presented to a technology administrator who exhibits exemplary vision and management of technology at the district level. The finalists for our Technology Administrator of the Year are Kara Carter, Executive Director of Technology at Northwest ISD, Kim Strauss, Director of Information Technology at Brenham ISD, and Michelle Young, Director for Instructional Technology at Galena Park ISD. And the award recipient is Kara Carter, Executive Director of Technology at Northwest ISD.
As a technology administrator, every decision we make impacts students. Every process or procedure, whether it's for students, teachers, or administrators, in some way, shape, or form, trickles back down to the classroom. One of the things that comes to my mind in terms of a procedure that we've developed is our student help desk that we had set up over emergency remote learning. Now, traditionally, our students were able to access the help desk during the normal school day. So between 8 and 4, during their lunchtime, they could come to the technology room and have their device fixed. They could ask questions and get their needs met. Well, when it came time for emergency remote learning and we really looked at the needs of our students and how they were changing, it was obvious that they were going to need support beyond that. They needed somebody that they could call, they needed to be able to put in tickets, and ultimately find the resources to be able to be successful in their learning. And in so many ways, our teachers felt that without our students getting that support, they were hindered. They felt like it was all on their shoulders to be able to support their own new learning, to be able to support the students when their hands were already so full. You know, it was something that we've always wanted to do in the past, but at this point, it was very clear that no matter what our constraints had been historically, we were going to have to figure out a way around it. I'm really proud of how it's evolved over the last 9 months to a year. In fact, we've even gotten to that point of where we're hiring our own Northwest ISD students to work within our systems after hours and to be able to support their peers. It's something that has had a huge impact, both during remote learning and right now where we have some virtual and some face-to-face. I'm so proud of our team, I'm so proud of our students and the impact it has had on our community.
Congratulations to the TCEA 2021 Technology Administrator of the Year from Northwest ISD, Kara Carter. Congratulations.
We are now pleased to announce our School Board of the Year. The 2021 TCEA School Board of the Year Award is presented to a school board who recognizes the importance of technology in teaching and learning processes and actively promotes the use of technology throughout the district. The recipient of the School Board of the Year Award is Pasadena ISD, represented by Superintendent Deanne Powell. Vicki Morgan, School Board President. Maricel Quijano, Vice President. Fred Roberts, Secretary. Nelda Sullivan, Assistant Secretary. And members Jack Bailey, Kenny Fernandez, and Marshall Kendrick.
My name is Maricel Quijano, and I'm a proud member of the Pasadena Independent School District Board of Trustees. On behalf of the board, I want to express my gratitude and appreciation to TCEA for this amazing recognition and for giving us the opportunity to spotlight our district. This award is a testament to the accomplishments and commitment of the PISD staff to provide the very best resources for our students. We have many reasons to be proud, such as developing the infrastructure to become a one-to-one technology district over the last 7 years for students 5th through 12th grade, and this year by providing devices for all students in grades pre-K through 12, and beginning a personalized learning pilot 6 years ago, and through its success expanding the opportunity for personalized learning to 4th through 12th graders, with 14,000 out of 51,000 district students participating this year. But one of our proudest accomplishments from this past year was being able to provide support through the COVID-19 pandemic. PISD provided 5,000 teachers with 30 hours of staff development over the summer to equip them to become successful virtual teachers and have continued training as each challenge came forward. Our district also provided devices and internet to all pre-K and 12th grade students, creating the ability for all students to access teachers and instructions during the pandemic. The COVID pandemic created many challenges along the way, but throughout the dedication and hard work of the superintendent, central and campus administration, teachers and staff, a mobilization effort of this magnitude would not have been possible. We are so proud of them for adapting to adversity and leading with grace to ensure that students could continue to learn. That's the Pasadena ISD way. From the entire PISD Board of Trustees, thank you to TCEA, to our Pasadena ISD family and community.
Congratulations to the TCEA 2021 School Board of the Year from Pasadena ISD. Our next award is the ISTE Making It Happen Award, which honors outstanding educators and leaders who are committed to transforming education through innovative technology integration. This internationally recognized program identifies visionaries around the world who cultivate connected, empowered learners in all schools. The International Society for Technology in Education, ISTE, and its affiliates have presented this award to more than 700 worthy leaders since the program began in 1995. This award celebrates something that's very important: those innovators who demonstrate extraordinary commitment, leadership, courage, and persistence in improving learning opportunities for students. These often are the people who are doing so many impressive things that they don't fit into a typical award category and rarely receive the recognition they deserve. I think you'll find that to be true when you hear who our winners are this year. Winners will receive an exclusive Making It Happen jacket, an award certificate, a lapel pin, and a 1-year ISTE membership. They will receive recognition within ISTE and an invitation to the awards celebration at the ISTE conference. And best of all, they join the ranks of a very distinguished group of leaders around the world who continue to make great things happen every day. Each year, the TCEA Board of Directors chooses 1 to 2 people from within its organization to represent Texas and TCEA. This year, the TCEA Board has chosen Cody Holt from Royce City ISD and Darren Wilson, Wiley ISD.
Technology integration was never my focus. Rather, I had a desire to change the paradigm of learning towards experiences and deeply personal learning. The integration of technology just seemed a logical means to an end once you consider the world our children are going into. I began the process of developing the Connect for Learning program 6 years ago with Zach Snow, Stuart Burt, Julia Robinson, and Kevin Worthy. What started as a one-to-one Chromebook program quickly became a multifaceted student-run internship with 15 student teams working across 3 campuses in RCISD. It is amazing to think something that started out of the necessity to replicate myself has now spread down to our middle schools and across the country as we have worked with over 80 schools and districts to start their own student internship programs. My approach is simple: focus on making high-functioning organizations first and school programs second. Led by innovative learning specialists, our interns are deeply invested in growing C4L and growing leaps and bounds in life-ready skills. Yes, we have curriculum and classes, but you won't ever hear those terms. Instead, you'll hear about objectives and key results, 10x thinking, and core products. You will see top-tier customer service and training content and well-oiled device deployment and repair infrastructure. You will hear interns talking about enticing more podcast listeners and how to challenge teachers with their micro-credential program. You will hear about digital citizenship awareness campaigns and consultation schedules. And that is just the C4L program. With my team of instructional design coaches, we have embarked on a process of rethinking teacher coaching. Working alongside the Dynamic Learning Project, we have developed a system of coaching that aims to inspire, encourage, and grow teachers by putting the teacher's needs and wants ahead of our own agendas. Our ITC program has transformed our campuses because we put a focus on changing mindsets about what is possible while building a skill set to accomplish those new possibilities. I'm extremely proud of what my team has accomplished. I'm thankful for the latitude and support for our district leadership and school board has granted me, and for the patience my wife Jennifer and kids has bestowed upon me as I've worked many long hours over the years. Thank you.
Hello, TCEA. I wanted to say thank you for this incredible honor. I've had a long history with TCEA and owe a lot of my professional development and my valuable network of friends and colleagues to this organization. You know, the TCEA family goes deep. It's got a lot of long-time, talented, dedicated educators, and that makes this honor so much more special. You know, just like every other educator on the planet, I've spent a good deal of time in the last 10 months really thinking about what it means to use technology to better engage and connect to our remote learners. We've had access to these tools for a few years now, but really this particular situation really causes us to have to think creatively, finding ways to turn disruption into an opportunity and to turn hardships into an advantage. You know, if anything, the technology that we have access to should raise the odds for a positive mindset. You know, I've spent the last 20 years of my career thinking about online learning and distance learning and really kind of trying to understand what it means to provide a quality, engaging learning experience to those students who are outside of our classroom. At our best, we want to be able to just reach through the internet and have a similar impact to those remote learners that we have with the students inside of our classroom every day. So for the past semester, I've really found that building opportunities for students to learn remotely also makes it better for the students that are in my classroom. And it's not been, how do I give my at-home learners access to the same experience that my in-class learners have, but rather, how do I rebuild the in-classroom experience based on what I've learned from my at-home learners. If I'm really for real-world learning, I've got to create learning opportunities that are viable outside of my classroom. Because if it doesn't work outside of my classroom, is it really real-world learning? It only takes a few minutes online to find the negative effects of technology in our society. Technology is broken, it's divisive, it's just not functioning well, and it's causing us to not function well. In many, many cases, it's widening the divide that it was meant to bridge. Seems like a lot of people have expected technology to be the answer, and it really hasn't been. But I think as educators, we could use it as a filter. You know, kind of like looking through the lens of a camera, we can use technology as a filter to reframe the challenge and kind of shift focus a little bit and see things in a new way that we hadn't seen before. And that's why now, more than ever, we need access to organizations like TCEA and ISTE and the professional development that they provide to really challenge our thinking. You know, we can't wait for the new normal to emerge. That ship has sailed. That target is just going to continue moving. It's not going back to the way it was before. Our students are going to need help navigating what comes next, and we're poised in the perfect position to help them do that. Anyway, I'm incredibly thankful to be influenced by this organization and the many people in it. This recognition has been humbling and very uplifting for me. So thank you very much. I hope that you stay safe, you stay healthy, and be kind to each other.
Our Lifetime Achievement for the Advancement of Technology and Education Award will be presented by Dr. Pat Abrego, Director of Academic Technology, Texas A&M International University.
The Lifetime Achievement for the Advancement of Technology in Education Award is presented to a professional educator who has worked tirelessly to advance the use of technology in education, who has always strived to further their exceptional commitment for their students and colleagues, and has striven to accomplish real, lasting change for their classrooms, their campuses, and their communities. This year, we're presenting Tila Watson, Director of Instructional Services from Region 11, with the 2021 TCEA Lifetime Achievement Award. Congratulations!
Hi! When I first received the call that I had won TCEA's Lifetime Achievement for the Advancement of Technology in Education Award, I asked if they were sure they had the right number. When they assured me they did, my second thought was, wait a minute, doesn't a lifetime award mean I'm officially old? But here I am. There is nothing like the elated feeling of being handed the greatest honor of your career and then quickly feeling deflated by having to answer the hardest question you've ever been asked. What has been your greatest accomplishment in education? Talk about humbling. I feel my contributions pale in comparison to the work of my colleagues. But upon entering our extremely challenging but highly rewarding profession, my number one goal was and continues to be to make education better for every child. The best way I knew how to do that was to find the most effective ways to impact their day-to-day learning experience. That personal mission led me to try to find ways to help students engage in their own learning. And for the past 20 years, one of the best ways to do that has been to pair them with an amazing teacher who effectively integrates technology. Now, God granted me with a few amazing gifts. Unfortunately, singing is not one of them. But I parlayed the gifts of positivity, communication, belief, being strategic, and using my woo to put together teams of people. And therefore, I believe my greatest accomplishment in education has been building high-quality teams to lead, serve, and coach teachers and administrators as they help them build their capacity to utilize technology to engage students in their learning. I could have never won TCEA's Lifetime Achievement Award without the awesome educational professionals and support teams that I've been fortunate enough to build and lead over the years. Their unwavering support of teachers and administrators who are constantly pushing the envelope to improve instruction by integrating technology is what has kept me inspired to continue my original mission to make the system a better experience for every child. Every day of my career has been spent being awed by the teams I have worked with. My only role has been to lay out a vision, put all the players in the sandbox, and watch them go. I'm the luckiest girl on the planet. So thank you to the teachers, administrators, mentors, and team members that I have had the privilege of working with over the years. This award is not mine alone, it is ours. Thank you, TCEA, for recognizing my efforts to impact education by awarding me the Lifetime Achievement for the Advancement of Technology in Education Award. Let's go get 2021.
Congratulations again, and thank you so much, not only to our winners and finalists, but also those who submitted, who were nominated, and all those who continue to use technology to make a difference in the lives of students everywhere. We are now pleased to recognize TCEA's board members for their years of service. The TCEA board is composed of 26 volunteers who work tirelessly to ensure that TCEA's committees, special interest groups, members, and staff all have the resources and guidance they need to advance teaching and learning through the use of technology. Since our last Educator Awards, TCEA has, like many of our campuses, schools, and districts, undergone a rapid and radical change to ensure that students and teachers receive the resources and support they need. Beginning in April, TCEA released 54 remote learning tutorials that were free to all educators, not just TCEA members. TCEA also offered free memberships throughout the month of April, gaining nearly 6,500 members. But during October, during our fall membership drive, we far exceeded that, gaining nearly 24,000 members in 1 week. We grew to offer 28 courses, enrolled nearly 11,900 learners in them, and granted 2,276 certifications to educators around the world. Perhaps most amazingly, our staff tirelessly labored to change all of our events to a completely virtual format, with more than 5,700 attendees at our annual convention. And that number continues to grow, as for the first time ever, our convention education is still available as recordings for those who register. And now to recognize our TCEA board members. Dr. Cynthia Pena, Area 1, 1 year of service. Rachel Madrano, Area 2, 5 years of service. David Luna, Area 3, 11 years of service. Tanya Meadows, Area 4, 2 years of service. Mary Johnson, Area 5, 1 year of service. Dr. Ronnie Gonzalez, Area 6, 9 years of service. Brad Stewart, Area 7, 3 years of service. John Bimmerly, Area 8, 6 years. Don Sewell, Area 9, 16 years of service. Mindy Vandegrift, Area 10, 4 years of service. Elaine Plybon, Area 11, 2 years of service. Carrie Espin, Area 12, 2 years of service. Corey Coburn, Area 13, 3 years of service. Sean Schluter, Area 14, 1 year of service. Laura Howard, Area 15, 3 years of service. Tammy McLean, Area 16, 2 years of service. Bill Landis, Area 17, 6 years of service. Mark Patrick, Area 18, 5 years of service. John Roach, Area 19, 5 years of service. Janine Freeman, Area 20, 1 year of service. Holly Horton, past president, 13 years of service. Brian Grenier, vice president, 12 years of service. Dr. Brian Brown, convention chair, 5 years of service. Randy Rogers, member services chair, 6 years of service. Dr. Roland Rios, finance and records chair, 9 years of service. Thank you all board members for your hard work.
Hello, thank you so much. My name is Holly Horton. I am TCEA 2020-2021 past president. With 12 plus years on the board, I've watched our reach expand from professional development for educators to advocacy to leadership capacity to most recently our explosion in membership. The one thing that's been constant in my time here is the passion each TCEA member has for students and for education. I believe education is a calling, not a career. I appreciate each one of our members contributing to the blog, presenting at our conferences, winning awards, and just sharing with and listening to our other members. Maya Angelou once said, "I've learned that you shouldn't go through life with a catcher's mitt on both hands. You need to be able to throw something back." Our board members participate in the vision and the planning of the fabulousnesses for our members. And our staff executes the fabulousness with sheer greatness. Thank you to everyone for sharing your ideas and your passions with our members. Memberships and relationships, that's what makes TCEA strong. And there is no one I can think of who's done more to help TCEA and its members through this uncharted time than Luann Hughes, the 2020-2021 TCEA president. Luann is a team planner, is a born planner, and lives by the adage that you can only act on what you've written down and you can only manage what you measure. I've learned over the 9 years that I've worked alongside Luann and witnessed her delve through those spreadsheets, contribute to and steer the Bylaws and Policies Committee, and give proper respect to Robert's Rules of Order that has elevated and structured our discussions and progress as the board. During times of upheaval and unprecedented change, this commitment to detail has made Luann the bedrock to ensure that nothing gets lost, nothing falls through the cracks, and that we have a plan or a policy for everything. Thank you so much for your service and your servant heart, Luann. So whether you are winning the award that you deserve, whether you're leading us into unknown territory, the board, Luann, the members, our staff, or maybe you're just putting one foot in front of the other each day as we get through this trying year. With TCEA, there is learning without limits, because with TCEA, you got this.
Thank you, Holly. Once again, I would like to thank all of the committee members who judged the awards, all of our finalists and our award winners, and our family members who support all of our finalists and award winners as they try out new approaches and learn new skills. To all of you that we are honoring this evening, regardless of your current job title, you're doing exactly what we all set out to do when we went into education. You're making a difference in the lives of kids and creating a brighter future for our communities and schools. Congratulations again to you all. I wish you continued success and a good evening.